You're thinking of music as something humans invented. That's wrong. Humpback whales have been singing for millions of years. Every male in a population sings the exact same song. But the song itself doesn't stay frozen. They riff on it, tweak it, and sometimes scrap the whole thing for a completely new tune that spreads across an ocean like wildfire. In the mid-90s, Australian humpbacks ditched their old song for a foreign track that arrived with a handful of migrants. Within 3 years, it dominated the humpback charts completely. Musical Revolution, Whale Edition, and one of the strongest pieces of evidence we have that animals have culture. Here's what makes that remarkable. Every male whale in a region is performing the same song at the same time. Not approximately the same, the same. They're synchronized without rehearsal, without sheet music, without a conductor. And then the song changes. A whale tweaks a phrase, another picks it up. The adjustment spreads. Months later, the whole population is singing a modified version. It's gradual drift with collective buy-in, musical evolution happening in real time. This is how you prove culture exists outside humans. You show that behavior gets transmitted socially, that it varies between groups, and that it changes in ways genetics can't explain. For decades, scientists rejected this idea outright. If animals in different places acted differently, it was instinct shaped by local conditions, or coincidence, never learned tradition. That consensus shattered in the 1990s when Andrew Whiten studied chimpanzees across Africa. He documented something undeniable. Chimps in different communities performed identical tasks using completely different techniques. Some cracked nuts with rocks. Others used wood. Some fished for termites with thin stems. Others preferred thick sticks. Some got attention by drumming on tree trunks. Others tore leaves with their teeth to make noise. Same problems, same intelligence, totally different solutions. Whiten's argument was simple. If this were instinct, the methods would be uniform. They weren't. It was culture. Since then, the evidence has multiplied. Orangutans in certain groups blow raspberries to each other before sleeping, a bedtime ritual that exists nowhere else. Bottlenose dolphins in Shark Bay hunt with sponges wedged onto their beaks, a foraging trick mothers teach their daughters. Capuchin monkeys in Costa Rica have somehow landed on the tradition of sticking fingers into each other's eyes. It serves no obvious function. They just do it. And the humpback whales keep singing. Humans didn't even know about the songs until the 1960s. A Navy engineer recorded them by accident while listening for submarines. When Katie Payne and Roger Payne heard the tapes, they cried. Then they started analyzing what they'd heard. The songs weren't random. They had architecture. Individual sounds combined into phrases. Phrases looped into themes. Themes appeared in consistent sequences. The whales were composing. And like any composer, they revised. Sometimes a note shifted slightly. Sometimes entire sections got rewritten. In the mid-90s, Michael Node and Ellen Garland tracked a cultural upheaval off Australia's coast. The East Coast humpbacks were all singing the Pink Song, standard repertoire, stable for years. Then, a handful of whales migrated in from the West, singing the Black Song instead. Within 3 years, the Black Song had completely replaced the Pink Song across the entire population. Total takeover. Later, whales remixed the Black Song into the Gray Song, which eventually got replaced by something else entirely. Innovation is rare in whale populations. Conformity runs deep. But when something new breaks through, it spreads fast, and replaces the old standard completely. The pattern is unmistakable. The debate now isn't whether animals have culture, it's whether their culture works the same way ours does. But even asking that question represents a massive shift. Scientists used to dismiss the whole idea. Now they're studying the mechanics, how traditions emerge, how they spread, what makes them stick or disappear. The whales have been doing this for millions of years. We've been watching for about 60. Maybe the skeptics who still doubt it will eventually do what the humpbacks do best: let go of the old song and pick up a new one.